I would say Chris meant quite a bit to the community.
He was one of the greatest servants we had, always looking out for others.
If you needed something in any way, it was Chris. It was Chris you would call.
He was that face of the department that the community could always count on to be there.
Everybody knew Chris.
He would come into the school and the kids would flock around him.
Chris was bigger than life in a lot of ways.
As big as Chris was, his heart was just as big.
Chris was so many things. If I'm half the father that he was, I'll be more than proud.
My dad was my hero because he was there whenever I needed him.
His commitment to making youth sports better was just a part of who he was. Glenwood is very tight-knit. It's a very close community.
We've tried to make Glenwood baseball, softball a bigger deal here.
So his biggest thing was making sure that all kids,
Every child.
All the kids should get a chance to play.
Same with football. He saw that there were a lot of kids that were missing out on an opportunity to play.
It was all about the kids, and he was going to do what he could to change things and change the community.
We had one year where we only brought 4 boys out of 8th grade into high school baseball. We realized the fields needed some improvements.
There was a year where we literally had $20 in the bank.
When we came up with the idea of selling banners, Chris took off. And he signed up all these local businesses left and right. And that first year raising $30,000, that helped us put scoreboards. Had this amazing concession stand put together. Everything from pouring concrete, setting the slabs, taking out the old dugouts, and even got the benches placed. So the result of the work that we put in was over 270 total kids playing baseball and softball today. The fundamental skill sets are better. We have 3 high school freshman teams. Instead of just sending 4 players, we've got 3 teams today. We have changed the tide, and a lot of it is because of the work that Chris did.
Just a great dude, good person, and he'll be missed.
When the news of Chris broke that he had passed unexpectedly, it was a shockwave. Chris's procession was estimated to be 1.5 miles long. It actually wrapped the entire town.
After the funeral is over, across my email inbox comes, nominate your GameChanger of the year. And to me, it was a no-brainer that I would start writing something about Chris Abbott.
Whether he wanted the credit or not, he deserved the credit.
Thank you all for being here today to celebrate the life and the legacy of Officer Chris Abbott.
Officer Abbott embodied what we stand for as a company at GameChanger. His commitment to improving the lives of young kids, the culture of baseball and softball here in Glenwood, as well as supporting the community of Bellevue, was just unbelievably admirable.
Moving forward, I ask that you all continue his work in helping out where you can, when you can.
I was so proud to be able to see people come together and honor him and cheer for him.
It's so important to put a spotlight on those that bring our communities together.
I would say Chris was at the event, looking down on us with a big smile on his face.
I'd be remiss not to mention the new jerseys that our Glenwood varsity baseball players are wearing this evening.
That donation from Pro Look, as well as a partnership with GameChanger and Dick's Sporting Goods, has been great.
You may not be playing baseball ever again in your lives, but what you can always do is be a Chris Abbott and give back to your community. Let's do it tonight for Chris. Let's go, Rams on 3. 1, 2, 3, Rams!
It is my great privilege to present this $15,000 check to the Glenwood Baseball and Softball Club. We hope this donation will continue to improve the Glenwood fields and facilities and support the youth sports programs that are so close to Officer Abbott's heart.
The $15,000 will go so far with the club.
Field 5 being flipped has been a dream of Chris's for a long time. Field 5 is going to be renamed Field 165. 165 is Chris's badge number. And we couldn't think of a better way to honor him and have a lifelong tribute than renaming the field 165. It's the kids seeing a volunteer, someone who did selfless acts, getting credit for it. So they get to see firsthand what doing great things can bring great results. This is more than just sports.
Our kids are going to remember Chris Abbott for forever and years to come. We talk a lot about servant leadership within high school. Chris is behind us in all that, being a part of the impact that he had and being one of those great servants.
If I could tell him one thing, it would probably be, I want to just be just like he is and just help people all the time.
I would say Chris's legacy is one to model our future after, to continue helping others whenever you can and empowering others to do the same.